Hi everyone, Austin and Micah here. We haven't done a review in a while, but we just got out of a really good film, Sicario, a new crime thriller starring Emily Blunt and Josh Brolin. This is easily one of the best films we've seen all year. It's in a while in general. This was so beautifully directed and shot, so well written, great dialogue, a really great cast. I love the casting choices here, and just a really intense and a really disturbing crime thriller. And this is definitely making my list of favorite films of the year. A really eerie, creepy musical score. And, I mean, the movie is, I think it's about, it's 2 hours, but it goes by really quick for me. I mean, I was just really into this. What do you...
That went by really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like you've stressed before, when a film is really good, there's not really a lot to say about it other than it was really good. I mean, really good acting, really good characters, really good action, very intense, I mean, my palms were sweating a few times, and there was a few times I had to sit up in my seat. I mean...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that this movie... This movie gives us characters and character arcs that we've seen before in other crime dramas, but it tweaks it a little bit. It makes it a little different, and what really makes it different is the outcome. I don't want to get into spoilers for this, so what I'm saying may not make much sense now if you haven't seen it, but it was going in a certain direction that I've seen in other films, and I thought, oh, well, if it ends the way that I've seen in other films, then that would be okay. It's still a really good film. But I love that it didn't. This film kind of took a darker route and a not quite of a uplifting ending.
Kind of like The Dark Knight.
In a weird way, I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like a film that, takes all these cliches that you've seen before and could end in a happy way that you've seen a million times, but then takes it in a darker way that kind of leaves you going, oh.
Yeah, the movie...
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that the movie gives you real-life issues with the war on drugs and the war on crime, and it shows you a realistic portrayal
it ends it in a more realistic way.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, oh, no, it ends happy and everyone...
Yeah, and it doesn't present itself in a black and white scenario. It presents itself in a very real, complex scenario. And the most important thing about it, and the reason why it has such a unique and great ending, is that it doesn't pretend to know the answer to that. It doesn't pretend like it knows what's right and what's wrong in this not black and white scenario. It doesn't pretend like it can have this happy ending and that it would be okay, or it doesn't pretend like even the main character is necessarily in the right here. And Emily Blunt, who is the main character, she does a fantastic job. I really liked her last year in Edge of Tomorrow, and I really like, and that's a very different film than this, but I also liked her in this. I think she's great in kind of that action lead role. I think she should continue to do these kind of films. And Josh Brolin was awesome because he's Josh Brolin. Jeffrey Donovan in the 3 scenes he's in is really fun. But to me, the man that just totally steals the show for this film is Benicio del Toro. I grew up watching that guy because I had watched License to Kill a million times growing up. And I also grew up watching The Hunted with him and Tommy Lee Jones. So I've always liked the guy a lot. He was also really good in The Usual Suspects, but in Sin City. But he just went all out in this film. He is just fantastic. In my opinion, he deserves an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. I mean, he was just... Oh my gosh. He is so good at playing a dark, complex character. And what works about it is that even though his character is not a good person, you are invested in what he's doing. You do want to see what he's doing. And that's a hard thing to do in movies to have a character who's not redeemable, that's not a good person, but that you can still have your eyes glued to what they're doing. You're interested in seeing where they're going. So Del Toro totally knocked it out of the park, as did the rest of the cast. But I just can't give enough praise to Del Toro. He was awesome in this. And again, like Austin said, the action scenes, it's not an action-packed movie, but the action scenes are gritty, they are real, they are intense.
It's a hard R.
It's a hard freaking R. And this movie is not for the lighthearted. Again, it's brutally honest and brutally realistic. And it doesn't pretend to be anything other than that. So I heavily recommend it. Anything you want to add?
Not that I've already said before. It was really good.
Okay. Well, thumbs up from both of us. So thanks for listening.